Hello, welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I thought we would do a pretty clean and simple card using the Starlit Punch. Now this punch goes together with the stamp set and it's in the mini catalogue. Which is the autumn winter catalogue. I've shown it before, but I thought that we would do something quite fun, and we're not going to use this large shape, but I think we're going to use these two here. Punches are absolutely great because you can do so much with them. The colour we're going to use today is Gorgeous Grape, and I've got a couple of scraps. So I've got a little scrap of Gorgeous Grape and I've got a scrap of silver shimmery cardstock, which is quite old, but there's some lovely new in the celebration, which we've still got a couple of weeks to go. So if you're interested in that, you can get that from there. In fact, let me just show you get my catalogue out. So we've got in the in the celebration, let me just grab it. You can get this lovely bedazzling 6x6 glittery paper, 8 sheets, and it's totally free with a £45 spend. So if you spend £45, you can get this. Now I've got some, as I said, over from other things, so you know me, I always use bits and pieces of scrap, but that's where you can get it in the celebration until the end of the month. We're going to make it a birthday card, and so what I want to do first of all is I want to punch out, and I need to, because I want to take these ones here, so I'm going to try and see if I can get it over on these ones. I don't know whether we'll use all of them. In fact, we probably won't. We probably will only use, oops, make sure I've got that end in there. We'll probably only use maybe one, maybe even two. I'm not sure. I want to do sort of a 3, so let me just get these ones out, because that's potentially what we're using. I think we'll probably use the larger one, but and then I want to do the same with the shimmery paper. So I just want to get in those ones. As I say, it's a scrap, so if there's pieces over, I can use it again. So I always sort of make sure I use every single piece of any scrap that I've got. I'm going to stand up with this because it's going to be heavier to get through, but that wasn't too bad at all. So let me just get these little ones out, and then we can have a look and see. So clean and simple cards are, and you need to make sure, I've just got a little piece of there, that you, if you're doing scraps, that you shake your punch to get all your little bits and pieces out. So we've got a few of these, which are rather pretty. I'm using a piece of Gorgeous Grape cardstock, which basically is a sheet scored in half, cut in half, and then I've got a piece of Whisper White, which is 1/4 of an inch smaller. So I'm just going to have the Gorgeous Grape border around it. So what I want to do is I want to make this, as I say, a very clean and simple card. So I want the silver, and then I think I'm going to put, I can either have it underneath or over the top, but I just want to have, I think that one's going to come underneath actually. So we just want 3. Should we take it out like that? It's always best to sort of have a little play first of all. That's going to be better. We just want the little sort of silver shimmering through. So let's take that in like that. We might have one of the tiny little ones. And what I want to do is I want to take the gorgeous grape, and we need just a little scrap, which I haven't got out, so bear with me a second. Here we go, just a little scrap of the Whisper White, and I need to just get a block out because I want to, as I said, I'm going to make it a happy birthday. So let's, I'm using the art gallery because they've got some lovely birthday ones in. So let me just get the happy birthday out. And then I just need to make sure I've got a block of the right size. This little one will work. Like that. And we can do, I'm not sure yet, but we might just add the stamp set, which is Stars Are Shining. So that's the stamp set that goes with it, and we've got these lovely sort of stars and things on here. I don't want this big one though, I don't think, but I do want something just in the center. So let me get this one out. We'll put it on a block. So let's sort of just put it on a block like that. I think it might be all right actually, because a lot of it's going to be covered up. So that's the sort of position we want our stars in. So I'm going to take this, and I am going to, again, I'm using the same colour. So I just wanted to add a little something. As I say, it's going to be clean and simple. There's going to be no other bits and pieces on, but we're going to take the stamp, ink it up, and then we're literally just straight in as near to the centre as you can. We're just going to stamp it. See, it's ever so pretty. I must admit, I do think it is really pretty. And it doesn't matter which way you sort of do them. They're rather nice. Let me just grab my Simply Chamois. Clean it off, because reds and purples, you always tend to get a little bit of a stain in on there, but that should be fine. And then we just need to do our sentiment. So we're having the happy birthday. So let me just move that out of the way for a minute. We'll put the happy birthday in on here. And I'm doing that in the same colour. So let me just put that in like that. So we've got a nice happy birthday. I do like the fonts of the art gallery. It's one that was in the annual catalogue, and it's got some really lovely sentiments in there. So you've got happy birthday, congratulations, good luck, miss you, sorry, thank you, best wishes, you are lovely, I'm thinking of you. So, you know, covers an awful lot of things, and I must admit I do reach for it quite often. So let me just clean it up, put it back so I know where it goes. And this is the thing, don't be afraid to mix and match from, you know, your annual catalogues and the minis and the celebrations, and, you know, mix and match. Use all your stamp sets, don't just sort of use a few of them. Now with this, what I want to do is, let's just put this on here. So we've got this in the centre, and I want the happy birthday. I am going to use a retired punch, I think. So bear with me a second. So this is the little label punch. You can use anything you want, and if you haven't got a punch, then I would just turn round and fussy cut it. But I wanted to make this fairly quick, so I'm just going to take this, line it up. I was quite disappointed when this one retired, because when you're wanting to do just little sentiments like this, it is absolutely perfect. And as I say, punches are just so good. I love my punches. I do use them all the time. Okay, so let's take this off of here a minute. We're going to have those, these were the 3 stars we wanted. So we want one here, and we wanted this one to come in over the top. And then we'll have the 3rd one just coming down, I think, like this on there. So we've got our 3 stars. You want them at sort of different angles coming out, and then we're going to put our happy birthday in over the center, or maybe up at the top. So we'll just get a few little dimensionals. And as I say, you can sparkle it up a bit, but what I wanted to do was get my minis out, because I think the minis will work better with this. So we're just going to take one on the back of each one of these, and you want to do things in odd numbers because they work better in odd numbers. So we're going to have these in on here. You only need one little dimensional in the center, like that. So let's put, let's put this one in first. So we'll have this sort of just in there, I think. We'll put this one in because we want a few little stars to be twinkling behind, but we don't want them completely in the way. So we'll have this one over on there. I don't want it underneath or over the top. I do want it over the top because I don't want too much of the other one showing. So let's just pop that one there, and then we'll have the little one down in on there. So you've got your 3 little stars coming through, and then we just need to put the happy birthday in across. So we can do it. I'm going to put it in between on here. So I need to put a dimensional just in on the end, right at the end, and not in the middle, because otherwise it'll give it a bowed look. So if we have it right on the end like that, you could put a little bit of wet glue in the centre if you wanted to, but I don't think we need that. I'm just going to take this off, and then we're going to put this one through, and I want it to come, just going to have a look and see, do I want it straight in the centre? I want it just slightly above actually, so I'm going to put it here. I did want to have it so that it's not that's where I want it. So it comes through over the top on there, so it's quite straight. And then all we're going to do is to put it onto the card base like that. Take those ones out. Now we could, and I am going to just add a little bit of something. So because we've got the silver in there, we can pick it up with just a couple of, let me find them. Here we go. A couple of rhinestones. So I'm just going to take, I'm going to use the small ones, I think, or do I want the larger ones? There's a few middling ones. No, I think the small ones are probably going to, yeah, the small ones. I don't want it to be too over the top, so I'll just take the small ones if I can get it out. And we're going to put one there. I normally use my take your pick tool, but it's on the other side of the studio, so put one down in on here. I don't even think I need to have 3 in there actually, because that's just given that lovely little centerpiece. So put those back in afterwards. So all I need to do is to stick that down, and that gives you a clean and simple card. And I quite like clean and simple sometimes, because we're all afraid of white space. We always want to fill it up with everything, and I'm guilty of it all the time. But I must admit, once you actually, I'll glue that down later and put an inside piece in. But it does lend for a very pretty, very simple card. So I hope you enjoyed that. We'll recap quickly on what we used. From the art gallery, we used the Happy Birthday. We used a retired punch, but anything to cut out a small label. And the star of the show was the starlit punch, and the coordinating stars are shining. So both of those together, you can get them as a bundle and you get a 10% saving. So really worth it. Lots of things to do for Christmas, but again, you can make a very beautiful, clean and simple card, which is perfect for a birthday. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well, and please be kind. Bye-bye.